What is up, guys? Welcome to an episode of Blast Force Gamer. A new episode, and hold on. Okay, so in this episode, we are going to be learning a bunch of new things about Monster Legends before we start getting into battle, or at least you guys will. Sorry about that. Now, I did a couple of recordings beforehand, but for some reason they all stopped. But that being put aside, we're just going to continue where we left off. Now, I did do a couple of things off screen, and I'm going to name all of them right now. So let's just go in. Ooh, a little bit of lag. Eh. Okay, playing the dungeons. Don't really care about that. VIP chests. Crazy loot. Yeah, all good stuff, but just for my main account. So, if you couldn't tell, we finally built the Thunder habitat. We have the Thunder Eagle, and we have our first Thunder hybrid, whose name was randomized to Tate Wari. Now, I'm not going to change his name yet, and I'm going to let you guys decide on his name. So put down in the comments what you want for his name. And that being put aside, let's start with what we're going to be doing. In the last episode, we made it from level 1 to level 8. So I'm going to be doing a couple of things and explaining everything to you. So, Bonbon. Okay, so I'm going to be explaining a couple of things to you. Let's first start out with monsters and the elements. As you can see, there are a bunch of elements here, and as we level up, you'll get more and more elements available to you. Fire and Nature are the first two available ones, with Treezard and Venusaur being Treezard and Fire Sword being the common ones. And then all of these are the breedable Pokemon. Now, keep in mind that not all of these are breedable, even the epics, as you'd expect the epics to be breedable. But not every epic is breedable, like Thezreal is not a breedable. Neither are any of these Rockies. And as such, you either have to get them from events, or you have to buy them. And the same thing is said with legendaries. Not every legendary can be bred. There's only one breedable fire legendary, and that is, if I can scroll to him, Vadamagna. He's the only breedable fire legendary in the game. The rest, you have to buy or get from events. So, and as you can see, the more and more elements get unlocked as we go further. Fire and Rock are available at base. Earth is available very early on. We just got Electric a little bit later on down the line. Whereas a little bit later on down the line, we'll get Water. But first we have to see the common. Right there, Mersnake, the common. So at level 12 we get him. Dark is next. I believe level 15? I'm not too sure. We're going to have to scroll through these. 14. Magic, I believe, is 17. And honestly, Magic is like one of my favorite typings in this game. So that's level 20. Light, I believe, is 25. We just gotta scroll through these. Yeah, these are the uncommons. Level 25. And legendaries are available very early on. I think Metal's available level 30. I'm going to have to check on that. Level 30, yes. Surprisingly, Metalsaur is the last monster of its own element to be unlocked. You see everything else here, 14, 20. I mean, you can buy actual metal monsters before you can actually breed them. I guess this goes with that saying, because you saw it right there. Okay, another thing, the monster's Rarity. This is the chart for Rarity. Now there are 5 types of rarities, as you can see: common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary. As you go up in the rarity, your monster's power, stats, and level caps are alright. You see here, the common monster fire sword, its cap is level 20, while the cap of that oh wait, no, that's for evolution. So, I'm going to show you guys. Let's just do this. Okay, it's not really going to work because of the tempo things, but the stat cap for commons are level 40. For rares, I believe it's 50. For uncommon, being 50. Rare, I think, is 60. I know epic is around 75 or so, and then legendary is of course 100. But you can still raise your monster's level even further with the monster lab. But we won't talk about that until later. Next up, food. You can grow food from a farm. There are multiple ways to get food. There are dungeons that'll give you food. You can get some from farms. You can get some from completing tasks. You can buy, like this. You can also get rewards for collecting food from farms. But you could also get it from other various methods, such as pack deals, as shown right here. You can pretty much buy food. Although I recommend that you do not buy food, and that you just either farm it or collect it from a dungeon, because it's not worth the gems. 10,000 food for 15 gems. You can get 10,000 food from a farm with just a little bit of gold. So generally, if there's one place you want to put your money at, I would say put it at gems. Oh crap. Put it at... The one thing that I'd say you should put it at is gems. You see here, these are all the gems that you can buy. Gems are used for multiple functions. As you saw, speeding up hatching, buying more workers, speeding up a lot of things, supplying for insufficient funds, and one thing that you'll truly find, getting more monsters. Now it does take quite a bit of gems to get, but you'll save up over time. So it's not like you won't be able to get it. Okay, next up, stuff to the right. The stuff right here, as you can see, I'm wiggling like this. This is special deals and other stuff. Some are exclusive just to you, and others are just worldwide, like this starter pack. Obviously, someone who's like level 50 wouldn't get a starter pack. But something like gem bonus offer, or buying Chi-Ho or whatever in Apex, these are universal. Well, almost all of these are universal. So that being said, we're going to be talking about battle, because we'll get into well, actually, let's talk about a couple of other things first. Breeding and hatching. Breeding is of course taking two monsters, two monsters that of course will breed to make an egg. Although when it comes to breeding, certain element types are uncompatible. For example, Treezard and Thunder Eagle, those two cannot breed. If a monster can breed just the two commons, then there will be rare and uncommons. But if the two monsters cannot breed, then that means that the only offspring of those specific element types will be epic. To use an example, Shmook is an uncommon water in nature because water in nature can breed. Bumblesnats are rare. And there is an epic, but you see, if they're breedable, there'd be an uncommon and rare. As you can see with Tarzan and Raroar. But if you look at the grass and nature ones, Rhinex and Rabidex, they're both epic. If all of the hybrids of that specific element are epic, then that means that the two commons are unbreedable. Let me show you another example. So, not fire and earth, not fire electric. Where's a good example? Right here. Fire and light. Scorchpeg and Skipples. These two, there are no uncommon or rare fire and light monsters, just two epics, Scorchpeg and Skipples. That's because Fire Sword and Light Spirit cannot breed together. Meaning, in order to get these monsters, you're going to have to do what I did. In order to get Rhinox or Rapidex, I breeded a monster, a dual-typed monster with nature, with thunder. The results aren't always going to be, like, you won't always get your desired result, hence why they're epic and so hard to get, but when you get one, it's definitely worth it. So the only way to get something like Rhinox or Rapidex is by breeding Thunder Eagle with a nature hybrid, or an electric hybrid with a Trizard. Or, what you can do, but is much less reliable, is a nature hybrid with a thunder hybrid, like Venusaur and Thunderlix. Although the thing with that is, it's not always reliable, but there is one case where it'll be more reliable than doing something like this. Which honestly, I kind of made a mistake doing that. If they share one of the same typings, as you can see, Phoenix is fire and electric. Well, Venusaur is nature and fire. Since they both share fire, then that means that there's a greater chance that the offspring produced could be Rhinox or Rapidex. Hence why we want to do that, opposed to what I did. Although I did get a nice bonbon. So I think we'll have enough to complete all of the first map. Now for this one, I want to get rid of Gren and put Rock. Okay, monster combat. There are a couple of stats that you need to look at. Attack, speed, health, stamina, and traits. Now, of course, we have the typing and name at the very top. Level 7 with the experience just shows your level and how much experience you have. This thing is at power. Power basically is just an attack stat from any RPG. The more power you have, the more damage you do. Life is HP. You pretty much, from any RPG that you've ever played, life is basically the same. Speed, it plays a little bit differently here in Monster Legends. Now, speed does determine when you go first, like who goes first. But there's also another thing. Certain monsters can attack twice in one sitting. Like if you have a monster has like 3,000 speed as opposed to Jackie Ken's 408, that monster will attack twice because it is that much faster than Jackie Ken over here. So it determines not only how many times you can attack, depending on the speed difference, but it also determines who goes first in battle. Stamina, every attack that you do, even Panda Beat, lowers your attack. If you see the blue bar over by Panda Ken that says 120, a yellow thing, and then 107, that shows how much stamina that it's going to use. It says right here, 13 stamina. 120 minus 13 is 107. So every move that you do costs stamina. Now you might be wondering, how do you get more stamina? You see the charge button at the bottom right corner of the screen? That charge button allows you to recharge your stamina. However, when you do that, you cannot attack and you lose your turn. There's also items. These items can do multiple things to help you, such as prevent enemies from attacking, deal damage and do status effects. They can heal you, they can give you immunities, etc, etc. These items are definitely useful to have. And then next up, typing affinities. Oh, it explains it right here. Like it says right here, speed. The order cannot be changed. Oh yeah, right here, on the upper left corner. Or on, not upper left, the up mid corner, you'll see an attack sequence like shown here. This is determined by your speed, Whoever's faster goes first, etc. And it goes until the slowest monster goes. Some monsters can attack twice if there's a huge speed difference. Skills. Oh yeah, we have to talk about accuracy and cooldown. As you see right here, Eucalyptus Smell does 20% damage, but a 0 cooldown. Now, moves that have cooldown mean that it'll take a certain amount of turns to recharge. So if Eucalyptus Smell had a 1-turn cooldown, then that means on the next turn I cannot use it. But then on the turn after that panicking attacks, I will be able to use it. That is cooldowns, positive and negative effects. Pretty standard. A negative effect is put in red, positive put in green. You can get rid of either of them. And immunities. We should talk about immunities. These are basically the skills. You see here it says immunity to burning. That means that no matter what happens, Pandakin will never get burned. Which is pretty cool. Some monsters will have immunities, others will have nice skills like Attuned. Regains 15 stamina points when affected by weak types, meaning that if Rockila gets hit by an earth type, then he will recover stamina, which is not bad. And here is the elemental wheel. Okay, you guys can take a snapshot of it if this is your first time playing, but I'll just tell you what's what. Nature beats magic, magic beats metal, metal beats light, light beats dark, dark beats earth, earth beats thunder, thunder beats water, water beats fire, fire beats nature, and then the whole cycle starts again. Now the thing is, if you use a super effective move, it does a 50% damage increase against any move that's not super effective, meaning even the type that you're weak to. So like, say you used a fire move on a water monster, that will still do normal damage. The only time when moves would be not very effective are when you hit a monster with the same element, which I can't really show here, but... So with all of that done, we could do this, and I'll show you guys a little, you see it says 1 cooldown, that means that I can't use Mass Respite. I'm going to use Mass Respite just to show you. Although I don't think this battle will drag on us that long, so I'll show you on the boss. You see, we are faster than that. You see it says strong, that's because water beats fire, as you'd expect. This also says strong. So, with a lot of the battle mechanics explained to you, you pretty much now know how to play Monster Legends. At least attack-wise. We'll start getting into more things a little bit later on. Okay, now I know Rockula can't kill with Tarzan Meow because there's no critical hit. But as you can see right there, it says cooldown next turn by Mass Respite. That's because it has a cooldown of 1, meaning that on the next turn, you will be able to use Mass Respite, but for this turn you cannot use it, because it has a cooldown of 1. Okay, let's just get rid of this team easily. We kill the Thunder Eagle, and then we win. Of course, good old Destructive Power, my other account, is pretty much dominating here. So let's roll the roulette and see what we get. 7,500 gold. At this point in the game, that's not so bad. Okay, next up the packs. In every scenario for the past, like, for the next, I don't know, 10 or 11 scenarios, there will be a certain pack that says here, or a cage with a monster that says free me. These will be special packs to you that are put on a discount, where you'll be able to get monsters that you usually aren't able to get to help you go through the island if you're having trouble. Like, for example, this will give you the rare Sparkle Edge with 10,000 food with Phoenix Plume and 25,000 for 50 gems. There are always 3 variants of this. One with a rare monster, one with an epic monster, and one with a legendary monster. So there's the epic monster, Hour Long. You see, it costs more, but it gives you an epic monster, more food, more gold, just more gold, and another Phoenix Plume. But epics, like I said, have higher stat caps and are generally better, but the legendaries are where it's really at. You see, it is very expensive at 250, but you'd be surprised to say that that's actually very low for a legendary monster. Like, legendary monsters cost 2.5k, like 2,500. Yes, 2,500 just for one legendary. And on days where they have a discount, that's only like 460 at the very least, which 250 is quite a good amount. And considering that you get a legendary plus a habitat plus food plus 40,000 gold, I honestly think that if you want a legendary and you're saving up gems, that you should just get one from the special pack. Okay, so now we have a couple of fire lines. I probably should not have fielded Treezard for this, but I would have fielded Treezard anyway. So I guess I'm going to have to live with this. Yeah, that's going to not be a good thing. Okay, let's get rid of the Rockila. Oh yes. A Forest Wind, this is definitely going to be so useful for Treezard, because I need Treezard to live this. 94 massive healing. Unfortunately, Treezard still dies. So, but that being said, we still have a good chance of winning thanks to Zen Fury out of nowhere. I didn't even expect that. So now, hold on. So now, all we have to do is just wait for Zen Fury to finish. We get more energy, and then as you see, we just wreck things. Oh, well, I guess it is weak, so it would do half the damage. Okay, this is looking pretty bad, but honestly, as long as there's only one Fire Spirit, then we can win this. Because his attacks aren't going to be effective against Pandaken, meaning the only person that will survive is Pandaken, who's the only person that survives. But you know what, we still win. Alrighty. That was a pretty bad score, but hey, as long as we get through this map, then that's all that matters. Okay, this one. I think I'm not going to field Rock, and I'm just going to go with my traditional team. Now, my traditional team has a fairly good advantage here. With the only exception being, oh wait, never mind, he had Fire Dart. So yeah, we have a good, we have the instant Forest Wind. I'm going to be saving Forest Wind for when we actually need it. Because it doesn't look like we even need it at this point. Eucalyptus Smell. Another Fire Dart. I mean, I guess we could use Forest Wind now, but Mass Respite already does the job. And plus I want to save it, but okay, now this is going a little bit overboard. I didn't ask for this. So let's just Forest Wind, because why not? We might as well use all of our specials now, because this Light Spirit is going to die by panicking Zen Fury. Here we go. Wait, what? That's odd. Oh, that's why. Yeah, I forgot. Zen Fury only does damage if you get hit during meditation. If you don't get hit during meditation, then all you get is 18 stamina. So basically, you want to get hit, but chances are that if you put on fast, you don't speed against them, and they're going to go for it. And another Fire Calm. Level 9. with the Temple of Thunder. Okay, this video has been going on for quite a while. Oh, Dragonian Beast. Okay, I'm just going to be fighting this battle and then we're going to end it. Now, I think this team is good enough, despite the fact that Easy Treasy has a bad advantage here. We can get rid of him easily. The Fire Kong will be a little bit annoying. Oh! Well, there goes our healer. I mean, we don't really need a healer, but without a healer, if they go for Venusaur, then things are not going to be pretty. Thankfully, we could probably get rid of them before they even attack us. Jungle Kong. And there we go. Now we're at Fire Kong. Oh boy. Okay, keep on going for us. That's exactly what I want to see. Because as long as he goes for us, then I can eucalyptus smell myself out. But hold on. Oh no, don't go for Venusaur. Please don't go for Venusaur. Okay, please go for Pandakin. Ah, he's still going for Venusaur. I mean, we're slowly whittling his health. He doesn't have a lot left in him. But now, since Pandakin has to recharge, he can take advantage of this. As you see, we get stamina back. But he's not going to like this, because I can eucalyptus smell, heal myself, and kill him. Oh, is that an exact kill? Pandakin, my boy. Okay. We get 5 gems, a Dragonian Beast, and we get a couple of things. We unlock dungeons, which... Oh, it's a food dungeon! That is going to be useful. Like, really useful. We'll get into dungeons in the next episode. I just wanted to explain a lot of things here. I think we got a couple of things accomplished. We explained the basis, so next episode we can get a lot more things done. Anyway, this has been pretty fun. Tell me if you guys want to see even more of this on a more frequent schedule. Anyway, this is Blast Force Gamer, and I'm out.